That's on your shrink back, buddy. 380K viewers, 383K. What does it really matter? Honestly, Doc.
The fuck? Who you breaking out? Yeah, what's good? Who you breaking out? You need out? This is not
They've been cheated up.
I gotta put it in there. Well, I tell you, I'm not gonna fucking lose. Period. This is how I fucking play. GG, bitch. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. I proved it. We play on. There we go, baby. How did they think that was okay to even put it in the game? I'm so fucking comfortable. It's a game! It sucks playing this shit! And I'm fucking addicted, so I can't quit! Yo, I'm fucking sick, asshole! I hate you! I've been waiting to do this all my fucking life! I fucking hate you! Fuck you!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Downforce All American Racing Network. Here, week number 13 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I'm your host, Front Row Joe, and we are officially in the chase. This is week number 1 of the chase. We still have some drivers on the track qualifying. Take a look at some of our race information. No, we are not doing 10 laps. We are doing 110 laps, 4 additional tire sets, 2 green white checker attempts. Fuel window is going to be 60%. No fast repairs. Chase has officially begun. I could just get some stuff situated here. I'll be able to give you some more statistics. All-American Racing Network. Officially in the chase in the O'Reilly's series. Right now, your top 8 drivers in the chase: Christian Barnes leading the field, Zachary King in second, Howard Peoples in third, Ryan Testa in fourth, Chris Romano fifth, Joseph Essenberg in sixth, Dave Allen seventh, and John Cook in eighth. Let's take a look at who we're observing out here on the track right now. That's going to be Jason Thomas. Right now, Joseph Essenberg out on the pole. Got Howard Peoples. Currently fourth on the grid.
There's no incident EOLs.
Ideal Family LLC sponsorship for the All-American Racing Network this series. It's a NASCAR O'Reilly series here, Charlotte Motor Speedway. Another iconic track for NASCAR. Let's take a quick look. Zachary King. Let's see what kind of lap time Zachary King can put up. Zachary King, another driver high in the standings as far as the chase is concerned. Zachary King running the high line. And Zachary King taking the pole away from Joseph Essenberg. Got about 18 drivers in the field today. Christian Barnes, your current points leader, teammate of Zachary King, Meatball Motorsports, up. Christian Barnes up into the wall. I hope this is his his first lap. I don't know if he'll actually have enough time to complete it. We gonna see. We are gonna see. And Christian Barnes with a 29.93, 4/10 of a second slower than his teammate Zachary King. We're gonna get gridded up here in just a moment. Again, we'll take another quick look at our race information for today. 110 laps, 4 additional tire sets, 2 green white checkers, fuel window 60%, no fast repairs. And what is this showing on my screen right now? No idea. What is that? Well, I think I'm going to have to work on that. I have no idea why that's showing up on my screen. There we go. It's gone. Figured it out. Can't knock me down. Try all you want. Ain't going to work, buddy. Got a lot of drivers on the grid. We're going to take a look at your starting lineup. On the pole, it's going to be Zachary King in the number 1 and Joseph Essenberg in the number 10 machine. Row number 2, Ben Knights in the number 04 and Jaden Porter in the number 74. Row number 3, Howard Peoples and Christian Barnes. Row number 4 is going to be Corey Powell and John Cook. Row number 5, Doug Scalise in the number 16, Daniel Dunaway in the number 15. Starting in row number 6, Ryan Testa in the number 2, Testa & Sons, Signs, Chevrolet Camaro, and Joseph Conan in the DeWalt Toyota Supra. Row number 7 is going to be Jason Thomas in the number 8 UPS machine, and Dave Allen in the number 31 Ideal Family Ford Mustang. Row number 8, Gary May in that number 5 Chevrolet, and Chucky W. Allen in the number 36 Ideal Family Ford Mustang. Row number 9, starting in the shotgun in the Warhorse number 97 Shane Van Ginsbergen number Charlie Allen Jr. As the pace car leading the gentleman out on to the track down the back straightaway. We're getting ready to go here, Green, momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to get the lead on the point standing? Is Christian Barnes going to be able to go into the chase and stay on top of the point standings, or will Zachary King or the rest of the drivers surpass him? We will find out. As the pace car takes its dive off the track and the pit road, and we are getting ready to go, Green.
Green flag.
And we are green here. Charlotte Motor Speedway, Zachary King getting an absolute monster of a jump out on the field. Got the 04 right on his tail. Believe that is, I think that might be Ben Knights showing a 04, but on his paint, but I think he's the 66 that got the 29 of Peoples right behind Zachary King. We'll take a look at what's going on here around the field. Number 77, John Cook, currently 7th. John Cook has got the last and final spot in the chase. Just bear with me, I was just trying to get some of the audio squared away, but looks like Jaden Porter making a run on the inside, clips the apron a little bit, side by side with Zachary King coming out of turn 4. Jaden Porter, another driver in this league that's got some speed. You see him going on the outside. Zachary King, not too concerned. He's thinking in his mind, if you want to go on the high side and burn your stuff up, Jaden, you can go right ahead. Zachary King getting the run out of turn number 4. It's got the number 29, Howard Peoples, pushing him. Trying to get both drivers clear. That number 74 of Porter. And that 04 car, like I was saying before, is actually the 66 of Ben Knights. Got the number 10 of Essenberg right behind him. Top 5 drivers right here. No room at all to move. One mistake, and it's going to be catastrophe here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. '66 getting tight, sliding up the track. In front of Essenberg. Go back here, take a look at the number 16 of Doug Scalise, sitting just on the edge of the top 10. He's got the number 92 of Corey Powell right in front of him. Corey Powell almost getting into the 15 of Dunaway right there in the entry of turn number 1. Field is single filed out. Nobody wants to take any chances here. You got the fastest lap right now set by Jaden Porter. 30.43. 30 seconds and 4/10. Oh! Ben Knight's up into the wall as all 4 of those drivers are running side by side, nose to tail, in a little bit of a diamond formation as they're almost 3 wide in turn number 2. Zachary King just being patient. Gonna let Jaden Porter kind of do his thing right now. We've got a long race, 110 laps. You want to save as much tire as you can. Still want to maintain that speed, but you want to make sure you're taking care of your stuff. And Zachary King, one of the drivers here in the All-American Racing Network that does just that. Zachary King doing a little strategy change, going to run the high line, try and get some momentum on Porter down the backstretch. Got the number 27, Christian Barnes, making some headway. Going to start making his way towards the front of the pack. Take a quick look here towards the rear of the field. You've got Chucky Allen, Chucky Allen and Charles Allen, or Charlie Allen. Charlie Allen way off the pace right now. Chucky Allen, the last driver, and we've got one spinning. Who was that went off track? You saw the smoke there. I do not see who that was. Maybe Essenberg. No, maybe not Essenberg. Didn't show me who that was. All these drivers running real tight right next to each other. Corey Powell in the grass a little bit. Sliding way up the track, almost into Essenberg. Able to bring it back down. They were 3 wide there for a second with Scalise on the bottom. Jaden Porter still out in front. Zachary King closed the gap to about 0.3 of a second now. But these 3 drivers behind them are not giving an inch at all. Howard Peoples, Ben Knights, Christian Barnes. Barnes really putting that left front on the paint, rotating the car, maximizing his exit speed. Go on board here with Howard Peoples. Howard Peoples is still in this chase as well, ladies and gentlemen. Any one of these drivers could come away with a win tonight. We're gonna go ahead. Take a look at your fastest 5 drivers of the race right now. Jaden Porter with a 30.03, Ben Knights with a 30.08, Howard Peoples with a 30.09, and Zachary King with a 30.11, and Daniel Dunaway with a 30.12. All these drivers separated by just a 1/10 of a second. Zachary King fell back a little bit from Porter. As we take a quick look and reminder of our points standings for the chase right now. Christian Barnes with 1,070 points as the points have reset, just like the NASCAR format. Zachary King, Howard Peoples, Ryan Testa, Chris Romano, Joseph Essenberg, Dave Allen, and John Cook. Made that just a little bit bigger so you can see it. But that is your current points standings. Christian Barnes making a charge right on the bumper of Zachary King. Almost 3 wide there with Howard Peoples in the mix as well. It is playoff time, so not an inch going to be given. These guys are going to be running each other really hard for the remaining races in the season. Who is going to be crowned champion of the the All-American Racing Network Championship? Take a quick look back here at Ben Knights battling it out with Daniel Dunaway and Joseph Essenberg. Ben Knights currently 5th. Let's take a look at some of your biggest movers of the night. Christian Barnes up 4 positions, got around Zachary King for second. Daniel Dunaway up 4. Jason Thomas up 4. Jayden Porter up 3. And Howard Peoples up 2 positions. Caution is out. We've got a wreck somewhere on the track. I wonder if Gary May was involved. It's not showing me. Oh, there we go. Daniel Dunaway. Take a look at the Ideal Family instant replay. Let's back it up. Put it in reverse, Terry. Let's see what happened here. No, that's not what brought the caution out. That's going to be John Cook, I believe. On the inside of Essenberg, Essenberg blinks out. John Cook into the door of Essenberg. Now, that was the first incident. I want to see what happened that brought the caution out. Was it? Oh, right there, Daniel Dunaway. That's where it was. Daniel Dunaway. Let's rewind that. Let's see if we can't see what happened. Ben Knights getting into Dunaway. Both drivers into the wall, and then the 16 of Scalise. Adding insult to injury, nowhere to go. You can see he was on the brakes. But Daniel Dunaway, a lot of damage right there. And Christian Barnes winning the race off at pit road in front of Porter. We'll take a look at your 10-card lineup here for the restart. It's going to be Christian Barnes, Jayden Porter, Zachary King, Howard Peoples, Joseph Essenberg, Jason Thomas, Ryan Testa, Joseph Conan, John Cook, and Corey Powell. Yeah, sometimes SDK doesn't exactly want to show me everything that's going on here. So we kind of got to jump around and try and find out exactly what happened. But we are getting set and getting ready to go back green. doing double duty here, trying to get some of these overlays to work. Oh, oops. Yeah, we're gonna see if what I did just worked. There's some things on here that aren't working the way that they're supposed to be, so I'm gonna try and see if I can't make some changes on the fly. Pace car is off. Christian Barnes has control on the restart here into the Echo Park restart zone, and we are green. And unfortunately, what I did, I don't think it worked. But it is what it is. We'll figure it out. Caution out again off the restart. Cautions breed cautions. Jaden Porter. Let's take a look at the Ideal Family instant replay. See what happened to Jaden Porter here. Jaden Porter working on Zachary King, and Howard Peoples just gets up into him. Looked like a little bit of net code played a factor in that. Let's see. Nope. Peoples just got into him ever so slightly. Jason Thomas getting into it. Man, a lot of drivers getting jammed up in that, blowing their motors. That's extremely unfortunate. Believe a few chase drivers getting caught up in that as well. Unfortunate here. Second caution of the night. Christian Barnes taking control of this race right now. How long will he be able to hold off Zachary King now that Jaden Porter is pretty much out of this race unless he can get some of his damage fixed? Let's take a look at Porter in the pits. He's got a lot of front end damage, a lot of rear end damage. He'll be in the pits for quite some time. Unfortunate for Jaden Porter. While we're still under caution here, let's remind everybody of our chase drivers, Christian Barnes, Zachary King, Howard Peoples, Ryan Testa, Chris Romano, Joseph Essenberg, Dave Allen, and John Cook. Christian Barnes opting to choose the outside lane here for this restart. As the pace car leads them out of turn number 4. And we get ready to go back green.
Green flag.
We're back. Green flag is out. Christian Barnes getting the advantage over Zachary King, but Zachary King is going to have some momentum here on the outside lane. Let's see if he can't carry this momentum in front of Barnes for the time being. Gonna get him clear here. Ryan Testa now up to 3rd. As we've got more smoke, tires screeching. These drivers not giving an inch. 3 wide down the backstretch with Peoples, Cook, and the 36 of Chucky Allen. Got Essenberg as well. And it looks to me that smoke might be coming from Jaden Porter's car in the pit. Either that or somebody's smoking a monster brisket down there in the infield campground. As People's going around Christian Barnes on the outside. Sun going down, track gonna cool off. These cars are gonna get gripped up. You see Zachary King slowing up just a little bit. Howard Peoples out to 3/4 of a second in front of the rest of the field. Man, these guys are really running hard. 36, Chucky Allen. They're almost 2x2, all of them out of turn number 4. That first little stint has gained some confidence for a lot of these drivers. The 36 right on the back of his family member. Dave and Chucky Allen. Not sure if they're brothers or father and son or what have you, but they're in this race together. Field still predominantly 2x2. They were single file for quite some time that first stint. Let's go on board here with Chucky Allen. Right up on the rear bumper of Testa. Chucky Allen really carrying a lot of entry speed into turns 1 and 2. But he's got the 77 of Cook right there. And, oh, contact! A little bit. Gets into Testa. Chucky Allen gets into Testa just a little bit. You've got Dave Allen up there slowing down. Chucky Allen trying to search for an opportunity to make a pass. As I think he might be able to clear Testa right here down the backstretch. You see the car kind of swerving back and forth. That's just a combination of the air and the car getting light in the draft down the back straightaway. As Chucky Allen able to get around Testa, but Testa's still on his inside. Chucky Allen able to clear Testa completely. Still got some more traffic ahead of him. Dave Allen, Christian Barnes, John Cook, Zachary King. That's Peoples now 2 seconds ahead. Second place driver is now Joseph Essenberg. And the number 10 Valvoline Toyota Super Racing out of Hazlet, Michigan. But look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Howard Peoples almost is probably about half of a straightaway ahead right now. 2 seconds. If I'm Howard Peoples, I've got this gap. What I want to do is I want to save some tire. We're going to have at least one more green flag pit stop, maybe more if we have some cautions. But as we see, we've already got 4 drivers out of this race due to some damage. Joseph Conan, Jaden Porter, Jason Thomas, Ben Knights, and Daniel Dunaway all succumbing to damage obtained in those wrecks. Dave Allen leading the charge. Of this little cluster of drivers trying to catch back up. He's got John Cook right behind him. Let's go on board here with John Cook. You see Dave Allen with some damage. How much is that damage affecting him? It's on the left rear of the suspension. Is it just aero damage, or does he actually have some mechanical damage? You can see just how far Howard Peoples is. That's him. That was him up there going into turn number 3 when John Cook was entering the back straightaway. John Cook seeing that Christian Barnes has the speed. As we go back to our TV camera. But right now, Howard Peoples still way out in front. .1 seconds. This is definitely Howard Peoples' track at the moment. I think we got one spinning around. We caught a glimpse of it. The 36, Chucky Allen. Chucky Allen going around. Let's take a look and see what happened. Coming out of turn number 4 is going to get tight, hit the wall, come off track, try and save it, overcorrects. The number 92 gets into him. That's Corey Powell. And that is going to bring our third caution out. That is not what Howard Peoples wanted to see there at all. Everybody going to come down pit road except for, I believe that's Charles Allen. And now we will watch the race off of pit road. Howard Peoples winning the race off of pit road. And we will restart with 53 to go, halfway through the race at this point in time. Some dramatics here at Charlotte, the All-American Racing Network. Take a look at our pit stop statistics. Everybody coming down, getting tires, repairs, or a combination of the two. Lights on the pace car are off. We'll be going green this time by. Take a look at our 10-car lineup. Howard Peoples, Christian Barnes, Joseph Essenberg, John Cook, Ryan Testa, Gary May, Dave Allen, Corey Powell, Zachary King, and Chucky Allen. A little bit of a change of scenery for Zachary King after starting on the pole. He's going to have to work his way back up to the front of the pack as Christian Barnes going to have control. As Christian Barnes, his teammate, looks to be in contention for the win here. Howard Peoples on the button here, with control as he makes his way into the restart zone and brings us back to green flag racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Peoples, not as good of a jump as he would like, as Christian Barnes was side by side with him there. But Peoples really wrapping the bottom of the racetrack. Carrying tons of speed. As we take a look at some of the action going on back here, Zachary King up one position, working on the number 5 of Gary May and the number 92 of Corey Powell. It looked like it was going to be all Zachary King after starting on the pole. He had some competition there with Jayden Porter, but then unfortunately Jayden Porter got wrapped up in a wreck and suffering too much damage to repair. Doug Scalise, unfortunately, 4 laps down. 9 cars on the lead lap right now. You've got the number 36 of Chucky Allen out of this race. It's going to be a game of survival. Who can make it to the end, as now Essenberg, Cook, and Testa have gotten around Christian Barnes, and now Joseph Essenberg making a run on Howard Peoples, door banging down the back straightaway. Essenberg has a slight advantage with the momentum coming out of turn 4. But Howard Peoples sticking to his guns and working the bottom of that racetrack. Howard Peoples didn't really set sail until the tires kind of got worked in, and then he just took off like a bat out of hell. So we're going to be keeping an eye on Howard Peoples to see how he handles from here on out. If we get a nice long green flag run, he's going to be the one to beat. But you see, he got a little bit loose there on entry. Essenberg looked like he was going to get some draft help from Cook, but then he slid down in the bottom to help people, slid back up, trying to just find an opening to get around these two drivers. All 3 of these drivers have a lot of speed, but don't count out the drivers behind them. Ryan Testa, Christian Barnes, and Dave Allen. It's a 6-way battle for the lead. If we look at our best battles, it is literally all 6 of these drivers right now battling against each other. One mistake, and it's going to cost you some positions, as we see some door banging right there between Cook and Allen. Peoples is still holding strong on that inside line, keeping Essenberg. Oh, we got a big wreck on the back straightaway.
Caution.
Dave Allen. Dave Allen getting absolutely cooked. And he's going to jump to the pits. You see Dave Allen right there getting a little bit loose, trying to save it, walks it up the track into John Cook. A lot of damage by both of those drivers. Let's see if Gary May can stay out of it. Can he? No. Gary May gets into him. Oh, and gets headbutted by the front of Dave Allen's car right through the window net. Somebody's got to check on the number 5. Please. Somebody please check on him. Let's take a look at that again. Gary May. Somebody please check on Gary May. That was a monster of a hit. And that is going to claim at least 2 more drivers. We knew we were going to have some action here. And we've got some action in the chat. We've got Anthony Hatfield rooting on Essenberg, and we've got Isesum 6530 rooting on Ryan Testa. And that was a pretty extensive wreck there between Dave Allen and John Cook. We're going to remind everybody again that both Dave Allen and John Cook are chase drivers. So they really needed to keep their noses clean and not get taken out of this race. Every point is essential here, as we only have 6 races left in the chase. Well, technically 5. This is 1. Echo Park is next week. Week after that is Michigan, then Indianapolis, New Hampshire, and the championship race is going to be at Iowa. So points, max points is a necessary thing. Anthony, I don't know if the 92 got DQ'd or if he just suffered too much damage. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not sure if he was DQ'd. I think he just got ate up. We're going to take a look at our 10-car lineup for the restart. Howard Peoples, Christian Barnes, Joseph Essenberg, Ryan Testa, John Cook, Gary May, Zachary King, Doug Scalise, Corey Powell, and Dave Allen. Dave Allen, unfortunately, still in the pits. John Cook, able to come away almost unscathed. Does not look like he's got much damage on his car. A little bit of left front damage. Doesn't look too significant, but we will see how John Cook does. At this point, if I'm John Cook, I just want to finish. I want to finish. I want to stay out of trouble. Obviously, I want to maximize my points, but finishing the race is a priority. It's Howard Peoples now with control.
Green flag.
And Christian Barnes tries to get a jump on the restart. Howard Peoples just too good on the restart for him. Already taking control of this race is Howard Peoples, as we see John Cook working on Testa right there, getting a little bit loose. And turn number 4 is going to lose a lot of speed. Doug Scalise tries to go around him, and they're going to touch right there. Zachary King gets into Cook. And both drivers getting damage off of that incident there. We stay green. All the drivers right now in the top 7, with the exception of Gary May, are chase points drivers. Howard Peoples in the chase. Christian Barnes in the chase. Joseph Essenberg in the chase. Zachary King in the chase. And John Cook in the chase. We have not seen Chris Romano tonight. Chris Romano, 5th in the chase right now. But Dave Allen in big trouble as far as chase points go, as he is 5 laps down. Peoples now back out to his 2-second lead over Christian Barnes and Essenberg. The only one who has had speed that was able to keep up with Howard Peoples was Joseph Essenberg. Essenberg has got a lot of ground to cover. He's got a little bit of time to do it. And we've got Howard Peoples U9 in the chat. If I do remember correctly, that is either Howard Peoples' son or dad, or somebody who's there with him commenting in here. Yeah, Howard Peoples, all he's got to do is keep the tires on it. He's pulling out to almost a 3-second lead, 2 3/4 seconds right now. Only thing he's going to need to do is just be consistent. Keep the tires on it. And he'll be hoping for a long green flag run here. So we've only got 7 drivers on the lead lap, 9 drivers on the track total, with half of the field suffering damage and getting knocked out of this race. Let's go on board right here with Ryan Testa. Currently 4th, racing out of Davie, Florida. It's all about positioning here, as we've seen on the restarts. Starting further back on the field, it's very difficult to try and make your way back up to the front. As you see Howard Peoples now slowly gaining time on Christian Barnes. Almost out to 3 seconds over Barnes. You see Howard Peoples coming across the start-finish line, leading another lap. Speaking of lap leaders, Howard Peoples leading 38 of the 110 laps, 77 of them so far. Jaden Porter leading 21. Zachary King leading 11. Christian Barnes leading 6. And Joseph Essenberg leading 1. Howard Peoples racing out of Early Branch, South Carolina. Yeah, that was a nice little battle there between King and Essenberg. Essenberg currently 3rd right now behind Christian Barnes. These two are absolutely going to be fighting it out for that second place finish. Christian Barnes does have a little bit of an advantage, being that he's going to start with a little bit more championship points, but with Howard Peoples only being 25 points back, Peoples is going to want to win this race, but even more important for Barnes, he needs to finish in the best possible position that he can to avoid losing his championship lead. Essenberg working on Cook. Cook going a lap down. But look at this, Christian Barnes closed that gap to just under a second and a half. And that was rather quick. So I wonder if Howard Peoples had a little bit of a slip up on the track while we were taking some observation on some of the other drivers in this race. Go on board here with Christian Barnes. Christian Barnes currently second, started sixth. You can see Christian Barnes really trying to work that wheel. Keep those tires gripped up. As he's now 0.3 of a second away from Howard Peoples. Oh, you're perfectly fine, Hatfield. Perfectly fine. We all make mistakes, even me. So. But Christian Barnes, man, he's a man on a mission right now. Howard Peoples, the way he's running right now with the lead that he had, you almost think that he lost his tire somehow. Either that or Christian Barnes was just super saving. And now that he's got the tire advantage over Peoples, is he going to take control of this race as Peoples coming down pit road? Gonna short pit here. Now, if I'm Christian Barnes, I'm coming back down pit road right behind him. And as Christian Barnes gets into the wall, he gets sideways. If I'm Christian Barnes, I'm coming down pit road. I am not letting Peoples gain time on me with those fresh tires. Yeah, Barnes is absolutely cooking now. He's got some speed. I really want to know what happened to Howard Peoples. Hopefully we can get a post-race interview with him and find out exactly what happened there. Christian Barnes in pit road. That's going to yield the race lead to Anthony Testa. Excuse me, Ryan Testa. Anthony Testa wasn't here at one point. But look at Peoples. Back with vengeance. Peoples has a lot of ground to cover. but he's only about a second behind Christian Barnes. We've got the battle back again for the lead. Howard Peoples, Christian Barnes. Peoples to the outside. He's got the momentum off of turn 4. Can he clear Christian Barnes right here and hold it through the corner? Goes down in front of him, takes the air away from Christian Barnes, and Barnes getting loose, able to save it. Take a look at the gearbox cam of Howard Peoples. This is the race for the lead. Even though Testa, May, and King are out in front, this is the race for the lead because Testa, May, and King are going to have to come down pit road as we take a look at our pit stop statistics. Testa, May, and King all pitting just about 26 or 27 laps ago. They definitely do not have the fuel in it to go the distance. They are going to have to come down pit road. And the battle for the lead is going to be between Christian Barnes and Howard Peoples. We'll take a look at our fastest laps of the race. Howard Peoples setting a monster of a lap with a 29.90. Beating out Jaden Porter by a little bit over a tenth. If we look at our last lap, and I do believe, but it sounded like Christian Barnes got loose come out of 4, but fastest 5-lap average is going to go to Joseph Essenberg, followed by Howard Peoples, Christian Barnes, Ryan Testa, and Zachary King. Take a look at our recap so far. 95 of 110 laps complete. 4 cautions for 12 laps and 7 lead changes. As Howard Peoples is now 3.5 seconds, a little over 3.5 seconds out in front of Christian Barnes. Now, the last time Howard Peoples was in this position, Christian Barnes caught him. As we see Testa coming down pit road. Gary May and Zachary King still going to need to come down pit road. King trying to hold on as long as he can. Going to hope for a tire advantage. Zachary King is, as it stands, only 2 seconds in front of Howard Peoples. Howard Peoples gaining on him like a rocket ship. Anthony, let's just see. Barnes took 2 tires on that last pit stop. Only taken 2. Not a bad call in my opinion, but with Peoples taking 4, Peoples just going to have a slight advantage over Barnes. Peoples is now just about 4 seconds in front of Christian Barnes. Forcing Zachary King out wide. Zachary King going to come down pit road here. He's got absolutely no choice. I'm not sure. That's a good question. We'll have to ask Christian Barnes. Hopefully he stays where he's at and we can get a post-race interview and we'll kind of see what his strategy was, but yeah, he probably was banking on a late race caution for sure. The way it's looking is Howard Peoples is going to win this race. We've got 8 drivers out on the track right now, and they are extremely spaced out. Zachary King coming off of pit road, Doug Scalise. This track right now, all these drivers are so separated. The only way I can see we get a caution is if a lead lap car comes up to a lap car and they get into it. I know, right? Please, no caution. That's exactly what Howard Peoples is thinking right now. Let's go on board here with Howard Peoples. Currently first, started 5th. He's got the speed and he's got the pace. He's got everything that he needs to win this race. Yeah, Anthony, he absolutely ran the race, and it wouldn't be a broadcast if there wasn't a announcer's curse thrown out somewhere, although I do genuinely hope that we finish under green. A lot of drivers are hoping for a caution. I don't know if we'll get one. Christian Barnes, currently second, started 6th. Both he and Howard Peoples up 4 positions from where they started. Our hard charger of the night, though, is going to be Gary May. Gary May up 9 positions from where he started. As you see, Christian Barnes there getting a little loose coming out of turn number 4. Essenberg about 4 seconds behind Christian Barnes. I've got a feeling that Christian Barnes and Essenberg are just going to have to settle for 2nd and 3rd, although it's not something that they're going to do. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not something that they're going to do happily, right? Obviously, both these drivers had speed during this race. Both of these drivers were able to keep up with Peoples for quite a portion of this race, but Peoples, he was just a man on a mission tonight. He did everything right. There's nothing that he has done wrong thus far in the race. 5 laps to go here. He's on a Sunday drive right now. That's all he's got to do. He's just got to cruise to the finish line. Anthony, I appreciate you, sir. I really try and put a lot of work into these broadcasts and bring the best package that I could bring here in the All-American Racing Network. I've added a ticker scroll on the bottom of the screen here. It's a new addition to the stream. If that's something that you're feeling, let me know. No feedback is considered bad feedback. All of it is good. If there's ways that I can improve the stream, please let me know. I've got some things coming in the next few weeks that will be an addition, a good addition to the stream. And we're constantly looking to improve it here, the All-American Racing Network. Howard Peoples on the back straightaway. Coming to the end of the runway here. 3 laps to go. It'll be 2 to go this time by. Howard Peoples just needs to make it to that white flag. You make it to the white flag and the race is over. There will be no cautions thrown out after the white flag. Howard Peoples taking the white flag here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the All-American Racing Network. Howard Peoples gonna cruise to victory here at Charlotte Motor Speedway and win race number 1 in the chase. Out of turn number 4, it is gonna be Howard Peoples taking the checkered flag here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the All-American Racing Network. Week number 13. It is race number 1 of the chase as we take a look at our podium finishers. Howard Peoples, Christian Barnes, Joseph Essenberg. And we are going to enjoy this victory burnout by Howard Peoples with an absolute monster of a finish. And we're going to pull some drivers down for some interviews. And the first driver that we are going to speak to is going to be Joseph Essenberg. Joseph, this is Front Row Joe in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, brother.
Hey, man. So, heck of a race there that you guys ran. It looked like for a good portion of this race, you were up there giving Howard Peoples a run for his money. Didn't look like anybody had anything for him towards the end. Walk me through kind of what your strategy was and just how difficult it was trying to keep the tires under you on this track.
Yeah, I had a lot of issues on the long run. I felt like I was fast, way faster than I expected, so I was just trying to stay up there and kind of overexceeded my expectations. Really, I just happy to be up there and gave it all I got and just learned a bunch and tried to see what they were doing, and that's about it, man. I'm pretty whooped.
Yeah, it was a long race, and a lot of you guys gave it all you could. You are going to get some good solid championship points here as the points have reset now for the chase. We should have an updated tally of those in the near future.
Yeah, hopefully I can keep the momentum going forward and keep getting some good setups. I think I got lucky with that one, and yeah, try to keep it rolling.
Yeah, and we are going to be at Atlanta next week for a super speedway style of race. What are your expectations or what are your thoughts as we get ready to go into the second race of the chase?
just try to survive and try to be there at the end, and just keep learning, man. I just started racing about 6 months ago, and a lot of times it's my first times at these tracks, and I try to practice as much as I can, but I don't have as much time as I want to, so I'm just learning as much as I can and try to get better every week. So I
Yeah, that's
just see what I can do.
that's all you can do, right? If you're not learning after every race, then you're doing something wrong, right? It's great to hear that. I'm a little new to iRacing as well. I've been on it about 8 months or so, 8 or 9 months, and actually, yeah, probably about 9 months. And man, I'm learning something new every week. So keep up the good work, man, and just keep at it. It's if you look at a lot of these drivers out there that have 6, 7, 8,000 I rating, they've been on here for years, right? 5, 6, 7, up to 10 years, and consistency is the most important thing. So you're on the right track, and especially with coming away with a third place finish here tonight. You're in the chase. You're doing really good, and you've got a good shot at coming away with a championship.
Appreciate it, man. We'll see what we can do moving forward.
All right, Mr. Eisenberg, we will see you in just a few weeks here.
Sounds good, brother. You have a good night.
All right.
Thanks for the great broadcast, dude.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Yep.
That was your third place finisher, Joseph Eisenberg. We are going to get your second place driver queued up here. And that driver is Christian Barnes. Christian Barnes, this is Front Row Joe in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, so probably not not the finish that you wanted, right? Obviously, we come into these races, we all want to have a chance to win, but you came away with a second place finish here, which is still going to give you some solid championship points here, as tonight was the first race in the chase. Question I have for you is just how difficult was it trying to keep up with the pace with Howard Peoples, especially once the long run started to set in?
Yeah, you just, whenever he started pulling away, you kind of just got to keep in the back of your mind, tires are going to, fade. Tires are going to matter late. And, once he got to about 3 seconds, that's whenever I started, catching him again. And the moment that I got to him, he pitted, and I was like, now you got to question, like, how long do I stay out? Because if I pit immediately and do the exact same strategy, he's going to, be a little further ahead for that one out lap. So I felt like I had to, go a little further, and I just made the wrong call. I took 2 tires, and it was nearly undrivable. I mean, I was losing it constantly. So I should have took 4, or I should have took none. I mean, I just picked the wrong strategy, and he won the race. He picked the right one.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with your call, right? With only 26 laps to go when you pit there, 2 tires is a viable option. Just with Peoples taking 4 there, I just think he had just that slight tire advantage. But the person we were just talking to, Joseph Eisenberg, said, he's still learning a lot of stuff. So, you can use this for further races to come, and just
absolutely.
Help you kind of make your decisions as you go. And but you're still in a good spot. Quite just a few points ahead of everybody else, which will give you a little bit of an advantage with Peoples gaining the maximum points available for tonight. And you got a few races to go here in the chase. We'll be at Atlanta, Echo Park Speedway next week, and then we're at Michigan the week after that. So 2 drafting style tracks. One I like to call Atlanta a baby super speedway, like a mini super speedway, because it's it's not your traditional super speedway, but it's super speedway style racing. So, but nevertheless, came away with a second place finish here tonight. Absolute of a bang up effort that you put together to try and come away with a win. And with that being said, is there anything that you want to add before we let you go for the night?
Yeah, sure. I'll thank my sponsors, Gilbert's Fleet, Advanced Workbench, Jim Blossom Designs, K1 Speed, Ideal Pests, MX Wraps, and TZO Designs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is your second place finisher of the night, Christian Barnes. Christian, congratulations on your finish, and we will see you in a few weeks.
Yep, see you, man.
All right. The moment that we have all been waiting for. Your race winner, Howard Peoples. This is Front Row Joe in the booth. Do you got me?
Yeah, you got me, Joe.
I do, man. Listen, I can't congratulate you enough. You put on an absolute stellar of a performance here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. How did you do it, man?
Man, I'll tell you what, I had a fantastic short run car, and man, the first 15 laps or so, I can really stretch out the gap, and the 27 to catch me on that long run, but it come down to one of them short runs, and I think he took 2 tires, and that definitely wasn't the call, and was able to pull it off, man. It was a fantastic race, and just happy to get back to victory lane for Ideal.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you know, getting a win, you know, in the chase format is extremely important. You know, not really necessarily so. How do I say this? It's just a different format, right? And you know, with the way that the points work out, you know, you came away with maximum points tonight, which is going to help your standings as far as Christian Barnes is concerned, with him finishing second, and he was I think about 25 or 30 points ahead of you. So you guys might just be about even. You might just be a little bit, you know, a few points behind him. But we've got 5 more races to go in the chase. One of them being Atlanta Superspeedway next week. Little bit of a different style of racing, but extremely tight the whole way through the race. So what are some of your anticipations, or what is your preparation going to look like as we get ready to go into Echo Park Speedway?
Well, first I want to say it was huge to get this win tonight. Unfortunately, I didn't perform my best in the regular season, this being my first win of the season in Xfinity Series. But on Atlanta, focus there is to try to be at the front of the pack where all the wrecks can happen behind you. That's my way of thinking about it, because it's going to be carnage back there, and I'm just going to try to stay in front of it.
Yeah, that's not a bad strategy at all. You know, you always want to stay away from the wrecks, and it's almost like a double-edged sword, right? Starting in the front, the middle, or the back. No matter where you start, there's going to be some incidents. However, they do tend to fall in the middle of the middle or the back of the pack. So definitely a good foresight for you there as we go into Atlanta. And but before we let you go, Mr. Peoples, who do you want to thank, and who helped you get it here done? Who helped you get it done here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway?
Corey Powell, Ideal Racing, they helped me out a lot. Ideal Family LLC, MLSR Sim Racing, Bird Wraps, Team Ignition, and Carolina Wheel Repair, who you see on the side of my beautiful Ford Mustang. Bird Wraps, they make these things so beautiful for me every week. And all them guys help us go fast on the left turns every week, and just trying to get it done for them.
Awesome. Well, Mr. Howard Peoples, ladies and gentlemen, your race winner of the night, winner of race 13 in the All-American Racing Series, All-American Racing Network Series, winning race number 1 of the chase. Mr. Howard Peoples, congratulations, and we'll see you in just a few weeks here.
I'll see you guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a look at our official results here. Howard Peoples coming away with the win. Christian Barnes in second. Joseph Essenberg in third. Ryan Testa fourth. Zachary King in fifth. Gary May in sixth. Doug Scalise in seventh. John Cook eighth. Charles Allen ninth. Dave Allen 10th. Chucky Allen 11th. Joseph Conan 12th. Jayden Porter 13th. Jason Thomas 14th, Ben Knights 15th, Daniel Dunaway 16th, and Corey Powell in 17th, rounding out the field. Hard charger of the night going to go to Gary May, up 9 positions from where he started. your most laps led and your fastest lap of the race are going to go to Howard Peoples. And obviously, your pole position winner of the night is going to be Zachary King. We had a total of 4 cautions for 12 laps, 9 green flag lean changes with 6 different leaders. We went 110 laps, total of 160.26 miles. And before we conclude the broadcast, we are going to take a look once again at our championship points standings. With, you know, and this is pre results of tonight. So this is just where it stands at this point in time in the All-American Racing Network O'Reilly Series. And that's going to be Christian Barnes leading currently, Zachary King in second, Howard Peoples in third, Ryan Testa fourth, Chris Romano fifth, Joseph Essenberg in sixth, Dave Allen in seventh, and John Cook in eighth. Chris Romano not making the race tonight. That's definitely going to hurt. That's definitely going to hurt his standings. But we will update these as soon as they become available and continue to see who is going to be our champion of the All-American Racing Network Series. Ladies and gentlemen, my name, Joe Manella, a.k.a. Front Row Joe, here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the All-American Racing Network NASCAR O'Reilly Series. We'll be at Echo Park, Atlanta next week. And with all that being said, we appreciate everybody who has stopped by and watched this race. Very exciting race. Howard Peoples coming away with the win. And we look forward to seeing everybody in the weeks to come. God bless.